Hercules Tires is the official tire of the Western Athletic Conference, and for over 65 years has been providing tires with unbeatable quality at an unmatched value. Whatever the vehicle and whatever the terrain, Hercules Tires invites you to ride on our strength. For a retailer near you, visit HerculesTires.com. And now, back to the WAC podcast.
Welcome to this special edition of WAC All Access. I'm Eric Danner, joined by Hope Williams from Northern Arizona. She's a senior. And Hope, congratulations on a great meet. We just had the WAC Women's Swimming Championship in St. George, Utah, and you came away with the gold in a couple of events. First off, tell us what this year has been like for you. Obviously, it's been different for everybody, but as a student athlete, how has this year been different from prior years?
Yeah, well, it's really impacted many people, but the student athletes, of course. It started, I went home, I guess, spring 2020 during spring break, and I never came back. So usually after conference, we come back for a little bit of spring off-season training. So I didn't swim from March 2020 all the way until school started again to August, which is a very long time without swimming. And so just that to begin with was a lot. And then getting back into the pool was really hard because that's like 5 months off. And so, oh gosh, the beginning was just crazy. I mean, in the beginning, our coaches did very well. We did split practices. So we would swim with half the team and try to stay with your roommates and all of that. But then towards the middle of the season, we finally got into it. And then December hit, training camp, and we had a COVID outbreak on our team. So then it just like every single time, as soon as like we felt like we were getting somewhere, we just kind of went back down with this crazy year. And so after December came along and winter training camp, we finally came back and just trained hard, got ready for conference. And I don't know, I think our coaches did a really good job because it paid off. So
yeah, right now, Northern Arizona, 8.5 points ahead of New Mexico State for the championship. And again, a different year because diving not held at the same venue this year. Actually, diving is going to be at your home pool there at Northern Arizona University. So in terms of that, not knowing if you've won the championship yet, it's going to come down to the diving as a swimmer on the team. So what do you guys have planned? Are you going to be able to go to the venue? I don't know, with fans or anything like that, or obviously you're a student athlete. Are you going to be able to go and cheer on your teammates?
Yeah, so it's definitely very weird, especially being a senior. I'm used to the whole diving and swimming thing together. It's weird. It's the week after, like, it's just weird waiting and not knowing. Right now, our coaches have no idea. Spectators are not allowed at all, but they are talking to some people and hopefully figuring out a way maybe for us to enter just the last day on Saturday. And so if we do win, which hopefully we do, we can have like a little celebration like we normally do. And that would be really cool for like the freshmen to experience and all of that. So
when you say the normal celebration, is that the jumping in the pool, pushing Coach Johns in the pool, that kind of a thing?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That would be super cool if we got to do that. So
now, winning 7 in a row, obviously you're a senior, so this is your 4th year there, but is that more pressure on you guys to perform, knowing that, hey, we don't want to be the ones that mess this string of championships up? Does that put more pressure, or do you kind of thrive on that?
I think maybe a little bit of both. More pressure for sure, because, you know, everyone below us, they always gun for the winners. So you just know the whole time, like, people are coming for you. But also, and like you said, you don't want to be the class that like ruined the streak. So like, you just have to keep the momentum alive the whole season and keep everyone in it. So
I'm talking with Hope Williams. She's a swimmer at Northern Arizona University. And Hope, you won 2 events in St. George this past week. You had the 100 breaststroke, 200 breaststroke. You won as a sophomore. I know junior year was also weird because of the situation in Houston, and they were just time trials basically, as opposed to, you know, full on meet like we had this past week. What was it this year that had you back on the medal stand?
I honestly think it was just how positive and well our coaches made the situation. Like, the coaches totally could have just been like, whatever, I give up, COVID happened, let's just try again next year. But they really got us in the pool, kept us on track, kept us motivated, number one, to just come back and win. And I think they did a really good job of just handling the season and training us. So then, of course, just always gets me pumped.
Now, Hope, in that final 200 breaststroke, which was on Saturday night, the final night of the meet, we saw you win, but then you didn't hop right out of the pool. I know you needed a little assistance. Are you okay? We want to make sure you're okay. And then, was it just you gave all you had, and that was kind of it?
I really think so, because if you look back at the video, the difference in my ending of my 100 and my 200 are two completely different people. My 100, I was all happy, and my 200, I was just like dead. I really just think, and that's honestly the best way I could have ended my senior career and just swimming career as a whole, was I know for sure I just left it all in the pool. Yeah, it was a lot of emotions right there.
Wow. Now, have you had time to kind of reflect on that, or is it, still you have to wait to see if you win the team championship, but when you are a senior, there is a finality to this, and especially in swimming, not the opportunities maybe in some other sports to continue the career.
Yeah. I don't know if it's quite sunk in yet. I've been thinking like, wow, that went by so fast, but I don't know if it's quite sunk in yet that I'm like, I just swam my last race ever, oh, I don't know. It's still very emotional and crazy, but I think it'll sink in a few weeks.
Now, will you be graduating in May or June, or what do you have planned for the future?
So our president took away spring break, so we're going to be graduating the last week in April. And then I am going to be going to grad school and getting my master's at NAU, so I'll be a graduate assistant for the swim team still. So that'll be fun next year.
Well, Hope, we want to thank you for taking some time out to talk with us. Congratulations again on a great career and a great meet this past week, and best of luck to Northern Arizona this upcoming week and winning the championship.
I hope so. Thank you.
Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And check out our website at wacsports.com.